if the first human beings were African, they would have African names, not Arabic ones, or Hebrew ones, or Chinese ones, or Japanese ones, wouldn't they? They would have African names, wouldn't they? The first man would have an African name because he's African, yes or no? Okay, so is Adam an African name?
Origin of African names. Originated African names. Originated.
Africans did.
African when?
Whenever they existed.
And what was it like? Oh, you know Adam was the one.
I'll tell you what I do know. The name Adam is from the Hebrew language. That's what
Adam would have sung it. Adam.
Listen, it doesn't matter. The name Adam is not from the Japanese language, is it?
So is it possible?
Hang on. Is the name Adam from Japan?
No.
No, it's not, is it? Is the name Adam from Hebrew?
Is it possible?
I'm asking you, is the name Adam from Hebrew?
Yeah.
Okay, so were the Hebrews the first people?
So I'm asking you now.
Hang on, were the Hebrews the first people? No, Africans were. So how now can an African be running around with a Hebrew name when an African existed 100,000 years before the Hebrew language even existed?
I said the first source is the Quran. For you to override that, you bring me something else.
Let me.
I can bring you the Quran to what it says about the water cycle. When the Greek and the Roman and before that, and Democrats and they all getting it wrong. They're all getting it wrong.
Let me tell you something.
So for you to say the burden is on you, I don't need hypothetical from you. Give me a source. Give me a source. No, give me a source of certainty.
No, that's the biggest.
No, I'm asking you. Give me a source. Give me a source. Give me a source. Give me a source.
That's the biggest hypothetical going. No.
Give me a source of certainty.
That's the biggest hypothetical going.
That explain the water cycle. You don't have it. But I can give you the Quran as a certain source. And unpredated.
Give me a source.
That's the evidence that shows the creator's function.
Wait. Give me a source that shows everyone how to build the pyramids.
Yeah, where's the...
Give me a source that shows me how to build the pyramids of Giza, aligned with Orion's belt, 20 ton, 40 ton, 50 ton blocks on top of one another, within a centimetre of one another, slotting no cement, with the tools that they had 6,000 years ago. Bring me the source to show me how they did that.
I can give you the source. Really? God.
No, you see what I'm saying? Bro, you don't understand how crazy you sound, you know? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You can't even prove God, but you're going to give me God as a source. What are you talking about?
The pyramid, so amazing.
You can't insert God. Listen, bro.
He compliment this building.
Brother, you cannot insert God into an equation that you can't understand.
Do you know who built the pyramid? I don't even know who built it. Do you know who built it? If I know who built it, but you don't even know who built it. You're talking. Do you know who built it?
You know God built the pyramid.
Do you know who built it?
The Africans that built it.
Oh, give me his name.
I don't know them.
Give me the little construction name.
Minanua?
That's the problem with you. So you should learn something. You see, you don't have this knowledge. That's the problem with you.
My friend.
I have his name, but you don't even know his name.
You have the guy's name?
Yes.
Okay.
I never see her. I never met her.
Right.
She's anonymous to me. I don't know what I think I don't have about her.
Right.
But I'm 100% sure she exists.
Why?
Are you disagreeing with that?
No, but why do you know that?
Exactly.
And without my mother, I could not exist, right? Go.
Are you not sure that the creator of the universe exists?
Like I say, I don't know, just like you know. Hang on. Listen. Just like you know my mother exists because I did.
Because you exist.
Because I don't just pop into existence from nothing, do I? I don't, do I?
I like that, Lena.
I don't, do I?
I agree with you.
I do not pop into
I agree with you.
However,
what about the universe? The universe exists?
The universe exists.
Yeah.
Yes, of course it does.
Yes, so just pop into being like that.
I never said it did.
But the Bible that you have.
So I show you mother exists because you don't pop into being. I show you mother exists because you don't pop into being.
Right.
But I cannot use the same line for the universe. You know, the spirit of the universe exists because the universe didn't just pop into being.
My friend.
Same line of argument.
My friend.
Don't understand that same line of argument.
No, I understand your total line of argument. What I'm trying to say to you is people's theories now. Theories. I'm not even running from it. People's theories. Hang on. My mother isn't a theory, my friend. My mother and father are not theories.
I'm not saying theories.
No, but I'm trying to say to you, many people all over the globe have said the creator of the universe is X.
The only fuck.
Wait, listen to what I'm trying to say to you. The Muslims say it was Allah. The Jews say it was Jehovah. Yeah? Whoever says it was whoever. No, that's what I'm trying to say to you. All I know.
I'm not. Yeah, that's a little earlier.
My friend, you asked me if I know a creator exists, yeah? That's what you asked me.
It's a different order.
No, but you asked me me if I know a creator exists.
You have to do right there. You run away from what I got.
I'm not. Did you ask me that question?
Before I met you right here, if I don't, you could say before, your mother would be a theory to me, don't it? Because before you were here.
No, because you're smart enough.
Eh?
You're smart enough to know.
When I didn't know you, I never see you. Your mother would be a theory to me, just to be like here.
But you're smart enough to know that nothing pops into existence.
When I see you right here,
Jesus, the son of Mary.
when I see you right here, like I said
before him,
your mother is anonymous to me. Your beloved mother. I don't know her, but I have respect for you, so I have respect for your mother.
Confirming the Torah that had came before.
But 100% I can bank on it. Your mother, that lady exists.
Right.
The New Testament.
Because I see you here.
I will agree with you.
I never see you.
I will agree with you.
So I'm asking you now.
Yeah.
In the Quran, God says, no one God says, contemplate on the creation.
Luke, Job.
All of around.
What is the Quran?
You get to know.
Hang on, you just mentioned something. What is the Quran?
My point is, if you agree that first logic,
Yes.
and I don't know it's the same logic.
No, it's not.
Universe,
What is the Quran?
Does universe exist?
Wait.
Exist?
Yes, of course it does.
So then how come
What did you say? You said in the Quran. I said to you, what is the Quran?
is the word of the Creator? I'm saying evil.
Have you proven that? I'm not running from anything, my friend. What I'm trying to say to you is, many people claim many things. The Jews claim that the Jews claim Jehovah is the creator of the universe. You claim Allah's created the universe. My friend over there says X is the creator of the universe. She says X is the creator of the universe. I'm saying to you, many people claim that the creator of the universe is X, but none of you have been found.
Is it that you misunderstood? Are you the sincerity that, and what you understood a while ago, you hide it a while ago? That's the second stage of giving identity. Like I said to you, I don't know your mother's name. She's still anonymous to me, but I still can bank 100%. She exists. I can make my life on that, man, because you exist, and I don't know. I never met her, I never see her.
I agree with you.
So that's the step. I'm on that junction. So I'm saying, if you any bit of sincerity and honesty, the same exact logic that you say, well, okay, you're right, pon that my mother 100% exists. You never met her, you never see her.
And the universe exists.
So I said to you, the universe, it exists. Like how we say you exist.
Right.
But you said the universe exists.
Right.
Prior to the existence of the universe, no universe.
Prior to the existence of the universe.
There was no universe.
Hang on. The universe
Was not
in my view now. We're going into my belief now. We're going into your belief. So we're talking about beliefs now, not knowing. So in my belief now, the universe has always existed in one way, shape or form.
Always been existing.
Always existed in one way, shape or form.
Why you said the universe always existed between one way, shape or form? One way.
Because we know nothing pops into existence, yeah?
Yeah.
We know that. Nothing just pops into existence. So if the universe is in this form,
You mean that nothing created something? Nothing give existence to something. We know that nothing give existence to something.
right? So there was always something, yes? There's always been something. Do you agree?
Something that give existence to the universe, you're right.
There's always been something then.
That give existence to the universe.
Okay, so the question now becomes, what is that something?
That's something, and that's somewhat, whatever you want to call it. That's why we say that is the creator.
No. In your view...
No.
Hang on.
I can give you specific. I can give you specific.
If I say it's a creator also, what's going to happen is we are going to agree that there's a creator. Yeah? We're going to agree.
Yeah.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to get egotistical and arrogant on me.
No, I'm going to get arrogant.
You are.
Why would I get arrogant?
Because you're going to say, yeah, there's a creator, but it's the one that I subscribe to. That's what you're going to say. You're going to say there's a creator, but it's the one that I subscribe to. Via this book, via this channel, via these people, via these prophets, via this everything. That's what you're going to do. And now it comes back to not the creator, it comes back to you.
No. Before
It don't come back to the creator anymore. And then hang on. And then the Jew's going to say, yeah, there is a creator, but it goes via this book, via these people, via these prophets, via this, and it goes back to the Jew.
Miss something, brother.
It never ever goes back to the creator, my
Before
friend.
the subscribe, there's evidence that point me to the one that I subscribe to. There's an evidence first.
Evidence?
I said it before, I don't take pussy back.
Bring your evidence.
No, for example, no. Universe, like you say, universe could not come from nothing.
I agree. It's always
You agree with that?
shape or form.
Prior to the universe, you have bestseller Professor Krauss and many great physicists. They have bestseller universe from nothing. That before the universe, there were non-universe. It's not a universe. There were nothing before the universe. And you want to agree that universe cannot come from nothing. Universe could not create itself. It's like saying a mother give birth to herself. That is zero. That cannot happen. Universe cannot give existence to itself. Universe cannot. Nothing cannot give existence to the universe, which is something now. The only option you have left. And I don't say anonymous like I say your mother is anonymous to me.
Go on. What's the only option you got?
Yeah, let me take this journey.
I'm on it with you. I'm on the train. Don't worry.
So for example, now, I have a conviction believer that I'm sharing with you now. But I'm going to go back to square one like I say, I don't know the creator. But the only option logically what we're thinking now, me and you thinking, the other two universes, what didn't exist before, I think that didn't exist before can give existence to itself. By saying give existence, we give pre-existence to it, and that is nonsense. Nothing can give existence to the universe, which is something. So those two is not pliable, we turn it down.
So there's always been something.
The only one left is that gotta be something, somewhat, whatever you want to call it for the moment.
Yes.
That give existence to the universe since there is nothing before the universe.
Okay, hang on.
Yes.
Hang on.
So you agree with that one?
I agree. But however,
that's good. That's good.
No, but like I said to you, listen. But like I said to you, in my belief, the universe has always existed in one way, shape, or form.
But when I said to you that universe next, many bestsellers for universe.
In what form?
Universe from nothing.
In what form? All right, let me make it easier for you.
What does nothing mean?
Let me make it easier for you. Did you exist 60 years ago?
No.
No. Did your parents exist 60 years ago? No.
No, 60. Yeah, no.
Did your parents exist 50 years ago?
Yes.
Okay. So then, did you exist 50 years ago? In one way, shape, or form, you did, didn't you?
You're right.
Right. Okay. So what form did you exist in? You existed in a form of sperm and egg. So you have always existed. So you were in this form, my friend. Hang on. Listen to what I'm saying. You were not in this form. You were in another form. In another way. Not this way.
You're right.
So the universe has always existed in one way, shape, or form. Not this form though. In another form. In this form, I'm not. No.
No, that's what I meant to ask. I forgot to ask you.
In this form, no. Like I said, you've always existed in one way, shape, or form.
When you say that to me?
In the form of egg and sperm, you were in existence in your parents.
But when you say that to me?
So you were already in existence.
I take my to you.
Just not in this form.
No, when you say that to me, I take my after you. Listen, when you say that to me, but I should have asked
you. No, but you did exist. Because the sperm and the egg came together to form you. So that egg and that sperm is you in another form. Yes or no?
I will not disagree with that line of argument. Say you. No,
it's you in another form.
I don't disagree with that line of argument because the Quran talk about man. I will put him into a safe lodging when he was that in his sperm drop in it. I still have to bring his mom. Yeah. But what you're right when you got me on the point. I should have asked you in this form.
Yes.
And the existing form. I should have asked you that.
Yes. It didn't exist in this form.
I should have asked you what you meant.
It's another form.
So the fact that you can prove the form to me, and if you can't prove the form that the universe will exist before, then it's a nothing to us.
Right. But we already know.
The burden upon you for giving evidence what form it was as well.
No, I don't.
Then it's nothing to us.
No, wait. Because
we understand.
Hang on. Because we know that nothing pops into existence from nothing, right?
We know that nothing cannot give existence to something.
Right, exactly. So there's always been something. Yes, we agreed on that. There's always been something. Yes. So this something was the universe in another form.
No.
Yes, it was.
It was as this something is the creator of the universe.
All right. Let me take your reasoning then. Let me say, for the sake of this argument, I'm going to say Allah is eternal and He's always existed. Hang on, I'm not. That's what I'm going to say.
For charity.
But
I'm going to give evidence.
Because I'm going to go somewhere. Yeah. So Allah has existed eternally. When Allah was in existence, was the universe in existence?
Allah is the one who gives existence to the universe.
I'm asking you a question. Was the universe already in existence when Allah was in existence?
At what point are you talking about? Before He created it? Before He gave existence to it?
In what form?
Before He gave existence to it?
Hang on. In what form?
Before He gave existence to it, He didn't exist.
No, but He did. He existed in Allah in a different form.
Allah said, blessed is the creator, the one who created from nothing.
But you said there's no such thing as nothing. You just said there's no such thing as nothing. There's always something.
The universe, there's an argument. Allah created the universe from nothing. Let me read it. Universe was created by Allah.
Yes.
By and from from is two different words. Universe was created by Allah.
From what?
From nothing.
There's no such thing as nothing.
Huh?
There's no such thing as nothing.
There's no such thing as nothing?
You already agreed there's no such thing as nothing.
There's such nothing.
You already agreed with me there's no such thing as nothing. So how can Allah create something from nothing?
Fucking so empty right now. What is in my pocket? I'm telling you the truth, my pocket is empty. What is in my pocket?
I don't know.
Nothing.
You can have a gun in there for all I know, bro.
So I tell you from before, my pocket is empty. I feel it first, it's empty. What's in my pocket? If I say nothing is in my pocket,
There's always something in your pocket.
wrong with that statement? If I say nothing is in my pocket,
My friend, there's always something in your pocket.
we're not talking about
Whether it be oxygen, whether it be atoms, there's always something in your pocket. Like I said to you, there's no such thing as nothing. There's no such thing as nothing.
I'm saying nothing to the state. All right, the state of the universe that you have today. You're talking about space and time. You're talking space and time.
Go on.
The universe, the space and time, the universe exists in space and time.
Right.
If you go to a certain dimension, you might call it light years, or you want to calculate by.
Are you talking about time? So are you now talking about something outside of space and time?
People are talking about trace evidences.
No, you said the universe.
Trace evidences. I said that your mother exists, but I never.
Did Allah, or was a universe in existence when Allah was in existence? You said Allah created the universe from nothing, but we already agreed that there's no such thing as nothing. It's just Allah, isn't it?
I said to you, Allah created the universe from nothing. Meaning,
does that make sense?
Meaning,
hang on, so calm down. Does that make sense? If it's just Allah in existence, it's only Allah. How can Allah bring something into existence from nothing? It's only Allah.
That's why I said to you. That's why I said to you, blessed is Allah.
Alright.
I said to you, blessed is Allah. The best of creator tell you that is incomparable to that creator. Allah creator get raw material. Allah creator get a raw material.
That's your belief now?
Yeah, but I can give you evidence in the same book.
No, you can't give me evidence for anything that creates something from nothing.
Remember what you said to me?
Do you understand that?
Remember the first line when I said to you, does the universe can the universe give existence itself? You said no to that as well.
Listen,
when you said the universe always exists,
I agreed there. But I told you it was already in existence in another form. But we already agreed nothing that we know of. You can't show me anything that can bring. Hang on. You cannot show me anything that can bring anything into existence from nothing. Show me something that can do that.
You don't realize why you contradict this further. They say you believe that the universe cannot give existence to itself. But they say the universe always exists in another form.
In another form.
That means then the universe gives existence to itself then?
No, because it's always been in existence in another form. Just like you were always in existence in your parents in another form.
Okay, so do
you understand?
So I'm actually the sperms from my dad and the egg from my mother in another form. Merely to itself, is that the force that do what it does and bring me into this form?
Say that again?
The sperms to itself, merely on its own, from my dad.
Right.
And the egg from my mother, merely by itself. Is that the force by itself, merely to itself, does what it does and bring me into this form? Is there another force behind it?
Who was the force? What was the force?
I'm asking you.
The force was your parents having sex.
Yes.
That was the force.
And then if we synchronize it now, what we're going to get to know? We're speaking about this now, we have to have my dad now. My parents are involved in that intercourse and this thing before that. What makes it possible for them to involve it to at a stage that they could involve
their parents?
And then go back to
their parents.
And then we go back.
And then we go back.
And then we're going to go back. There's a time when the first man didn't exist, isn't it?
When was that?
Hey, I'm asking you, we're going to go back to the time when the first man didn't exist.
When was that? Because I don't know when that is.
But the man cannot be always existing.
Hang on, I'm just saying. But what do we know? That everything was already in existence in one way, shape, or form.
Why does the man cannot always be existent?
Like
why? Because you have an ending point. Everything have an ending point of a beginning point.
Yes, but
that is clear common sense.
But everything is already in existence in one way, shape, or form. So everything has already always existed.
Yeah, what I'm saying from the initial stage, you're saying is the driving force that kick itself into those form, those practical, precise form with like DNA structure, these things. Is there a force behind it?
The force behind it is the same force that it is.
That it is.
The force that's behind it.
There's a force behind all of this.
Listen.
Yeah, I agree.
Now this is what I said. The same force behind it is the same force that it is.
But you don't know
hang on. The same force that's in you is the same force that brought you into existence. What is that force? Energy is that force.
And there's that energy.
That is always we know of, my friend.
You want to say energy, you want to say power?
Energy.
All powerful.
Okay, you want to say power? I say power is energy. It's all energy.
Yeah, but I'm saying that initial force that you say, that initial force, you gotta have an initial force that does have a beginning. That does bounded by space and time. Because we know that space and time is also created. We know that now. As space and time is created, we know that.
When you say created, this is what I mean you can't understand now. I don't believe in creation. I say transformation.
But you don't know that initial force.
Hold on. Transformation from one form to another form, just like you transform from the egg and the sperm into this form, and in you right now, and in your partner right now are your children. They're not even in existence yet. They're not in existence yet, but they exist in you and her, and it takes two energy forms to come together to transform those two pieces of energy, which are sperm and egg, into the form of your child. So your child is going to have the same conversation 20 years from now, saying, oh, it's going to have the same conversation.
Does energy move after all? I'm talking about the initial energy that brings the first. You say about that's initial.
The initial energy is the same energy. It's all one. It's not separate from one another. It's not separate.
That initial energy got to be an energy that have no beginning, and it got to be detachable.
Right. So energy is eternal.
Like Stephen Hawking says,
I agree.
Stephen Hawking says, one of the greatest physicists, he says, when we study this universe, there's got to be a point of reference outside of that universe that is completely different from it, that gives existence to it.
Let me ask you a question.
He said, when we study this universe, there's got to be a point of reference outside of it.
Let me ask you a question.
It cannot be like it, and it got to be one.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question.
Literally, Stephen Hawking is not paraphrasing. Yes. He explaining the the description of the Quran. On the chapter, he's explaining things I don't even know he's explaining.
Listen.
He don't even know he's explaining Kul Wallahu Ahad. He didn't know.
But let me ask you a question. What do we know outside of our universe?
What do you know about you?
No, what do we know as human beings outside of our universe? What do we know?
I know many things outside of the universe.
Tell me one thing, because I don't know shit about outside the universe. Because everything we know exists within the realms of our universe. You don't know anything outside the universe. Tell me one thing outside the universe, bro.
Because I could say to you then, oh, do I know what is outside of the universe?
No, we don't know as human beings. We have to be humble enough, you know, to say we know nothing.
And if you were truly humble, you would have known.
Hang on. We know nothing about anything outside the universe, bro.
And the fact that you didn't know because you weren't humble enough. When you're humble enough, and you seek the knowledge, following from the initial chest evidences, like one of the great Plato, one of them say, when you see design, it should tell you there's a designer.
Right.
You know the precise measurement, the right portion for life exists. A bit closer we all die, a bit far away. It's a coincidence. Look at the DNA and the information stored and the ways that it stores it. Precise calculation, precise measurement, precise position.
Have you ever seen the stars at night time?
You never see stars. You can't see stars. You see portion of star. You never see stars.
Every star in the sky is a sun. Do you know that?
Did you never know you can't see stars?
Every star in the sky is a sun. Do you know that?
That's not.
Hang on. Every star in the sky is a sun, my friend.
Yeah, I said to you, you say see stars.
So you think there's a possibility, I don't know, that there's people right out there having the exact same conversation that we're having. Do you know how many planets there could be?
The argument is flawed. It's a see star. We never see star. You do not know that.
So you don't see stars in the sky?
Portion of the star. We can never see star.
So the sun is not a star?
We never see star.
Hang on, so our sun is not a star?
We see portion of the star. We never see stars.
What do you mean?
Those stars at night time you're talking about, we don't see portion of the star.
Do you see the sun every day?
You see sun.
Is that a star?
Night. I don't see the sun in the night.
Alright, fine.
So I take you mean a different star then. So even then it doesn't really make sense what you're saying. You say yes, but night first. Do you see the sun at night?
My friend, do you see the sun every day?
Night.
Yes.
Depends on
is the sun a star?
Depends on all the settings.
Is the sun a star?
Who defines as a star? Do you define as a star?
Come on, man. The sun's a star. It's our closest star. The stars in the sky are not our closest stars, okay? But there are millions and billions of them there.
I'm being sincere to you. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that's the sun. Who defines as a star? No, I don't know. You tell me. Educate me on it.
Okay, astrophysicists.
What source you're working after you define as a star?
Astrophysicists that know more than me can look into the universe, and you know what they've said, they're not concluded. We know 4%, roughly about 4% of our universe. What we know. There's 96% of the universe that we have absolutely no clue about. Yet and still, you're here telling me, yeah, it was Allah.
But they know it exists.
That's what you're doing.
But they know it exists.
Huh? Of course it exists.
How did they know it exists? How did they know it exists?
Because you're here, it exists.
By trace evidence, the same when I established that your mom exists and I never met her, I never see her in my life, she's anonymous to me. And you agree with that line of argument. And the same line of argument that the creators produced in the Quran. When it says, were they created by nothing? Are they created of the universe? universe and the earth. It's the same line of trace evidence argument you're giving you for anyone those who think and reflect. Alternation between night and day like someone eating this fish consistently
The
for decades.
Quran came from where?
Is that coincidence?
Hang on, the Quran came from where?
The Quran is from the creator of the heavens and the earth.
Hang on, the Quran is from inside the universe. Isn't it? It's not from outside the universe. If you had something from outside the universe that I could refer to, that it came from outside the universe, then I could say, yeah, there you go, mate, you got it. You haven't got anything from outside the universe.
Use Usher Fish and I give you one of the famous of our time, which says when we study the universe, there's got to be a point of reference outside of it, which is detachable from it.
Okay, so hang on.
Stephen Hawking
is that hypothetical?
Eh?
Is that hypothetical? Is it a belief? Or is it annoying?
You see, you being confusion, you'd always be ruffled. I agree with you when you say you cannot pursue what is outside of space, you couldn't reach outside of space and time. I agree with you. I agree with any atheist that says I don't, what should I believe because I can't see? I agree with them. How do I know about my creator? I have strict rule as a Muslim, I don't know what Christian have to follow. I speak about the creator, what he revealed to himself.
Do you know that the Jews do the same thing?
Huh?
You know the Jews do the same thing, right?
But the Jews have a trustworthy and a preserved scripture today that they can say, well, this is preserved, so I can trust it.
So then we start arguing now. Yeah. Oh, he's wrong, no, he's wrong, and he's wrong, and he's wrong, and he's wrong. This is what happens.
So I say, give me ID, you give me ID, and the ID is tamper with a sign and evidence, it's fraud. I cannot trust 100%. But if you give me one that's preserved, one is
hang on,
I can trust that one.
Hang on.
And your name is that?
Hang on. If I know that the Jew one is fraud, you stand on the shoulder of the Jews.
So I'm trying to say to you.
So why would you co-sign a fraudulent book? Why would you say, yeah, we want that part of the fraudulent book, but we don't want that part of the fraudulent book? So you now decide which parts of the fraudulent book you want to follow.
I'm about following truth. When you verify it and you question things and you go down and you're critical of stuff, I say, okay, then the creator has no motive for lying. The creator cannot harm him. Nah.
But human beings have motive for lying, though, don't they?
For you.
Now, hang on, you said the creator has no motive for lying, right? But human beings have motive for lying.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wrote the Quran? Human beings or the creator?
The Quran is revealed in the art recital.
So who wrote the Quran, the Injil, and the Torah? Human beings or the creator?
The Quran, listen, the Quran, when the Quran put it in book format, you didn't put the Quran in book format to preserve it. The Quran needed to go into book format to preserve. It's a practice.
Are you answering my question?
I'm answering your question now.
Okay.
It's the recital practice in the Quran. God says the Quran, God give you the remedy, God give you the answer to the Quran. Oh Muhammad, I'm going to make you recite this Quran. Repetitive recitation.
You know what we're doing now? We're just going into beliefs and books and stuff, and it's nothing of substance. Because the same thing that you can say to me right now about your book, the Jew can say to me about their book, and the Christian can say to me about their book. And then if I say to you, hang on, if I say to all three of you, do you guys all know what this creator is? And you all going to say yeah. And if I put you all three of you in a room and say, all right, you guys talk about the creator, go on, you're all going to disagree and start fighting one another. So then how would I now know who is the right one?
All right. How
would I know that?
All right, if you said to me, if someone said to you, okay, I came with the Quran and said, well, this Quran is from the creator. Look into it from front to back. You could have given a falsification test. If this Quran is from no one, apart, and it's not from if it's from no one apart from the creator, this Quran came from no one apart from the creator, could have certain quality, it doesn't contradict.
Let me tell you something.
It says, then pick out one, then produce something like it. Pick out one contradiction. You give me the Jewish scripture now, I pick contradiction. It's a clear sign. The Bible, our magazine, 1956, the Bible of over 50,000. Remember, the Bible engulfed, they say the Torah claim, Torah and Gospel. Over 50,000 contradictions. But on the other side, no, I was coming from that source, I was reading those books, I see them myself.
Let me show you contradiction in the Quran. Let me show you contradiction in the Quran. What else that contradicts the Quran, let's say? Who was the first man?
First man, Adam.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to what book? According to what book? To the Quran. Okay, so according to history. So according to history, science, anthropology, archaeology, who were the first human beings? If you don't know, I'll tell you.
Some guys from Africa, some black guy, they say.
As human beings. So you're not telling me Adam wasn't African?
I'm not going to say that to you. I'm not going to say that.
Of course you wouldn't, because it would contradict your Quran.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm saying to you, through the course of time, people change names. You might say to me, well, these guys are Jamaican, not Jamaican. I said to you, I'm from Jamaica. I say, he's a Jamaican then. I was born there. I said, no, I'm not a Jamaican. What do I mean? People change name. Why? Because it was Zaymaka before.
Change whose name?
The title Jamaica, the island.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you is, if the first human beings were African, they would have African names, not Arabic ones, or Hebrew ones, or Chinese ones, or Japanese ones, wouldn't they? They would have African names, wouldn't they? The first man would have an African name because he's African, yes or no? Okay, so is Adam an African name?
The source of the African name, origin of African names. originated African names? Originated
Africans did.
African when?
Whenever they existed.
And what was it like? Oh, you know Adam was the one.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you know Adam was the one.
I'll tell you what I do know.
Oh, you know Adam was the
Listen,
one.
I'll tell you what I do know. The name Adam is from the Hebrew language. That's what
Adam with a strong Adam.
Listen, it doesn't matter. The name Adam is not from the Japanese language, is it?
So is it possible?
Hang on. Is the name Adam from Japan?
No.
No, it's not, is it? Is the name Adam from Hebrew?
Is it possible?
I'm asking you, is the name Adam from Hebrew?
Yeah.
Okay, so were the Hebrews the first people?
So I'm asking you now.
Hang on, were the Hebrews the first people? No, Africans were. So how now can an African be running around with a Hebrew name when an African existed 100,000 years before the Hebrew language even existed?
Well, okay, so African is the first person and the name African. When the name African come into being Africa and these things.
No, so I'm saying.
Now you're
running. I'm saying to you.
Even called Africa. This is not coined by the outsider.
Whether you call it Africa or not.
That's my point,
the
brother.
first man was a black African from the continent that we now know as Africa. That's where the first man and woman were from.
Yeah.
But we also know that that first man and woman was 100, 200, 300,000, however many. But we do know that the language you're speaking about, to call him his name, is about 6,000 to 8,000 years old. So, but the first man is not 6,000 to 8,000 years old. He's 100,000 years old. So how is a 100,000-year-old man got an 8,000-year-old name?
And evidence is that the scientists do what?
No, I'm asking
What's
you.
the evidence for that?
Etymology of language. The Hebrew language came from Nabatean, the Nabatean language which was before, the Babylonian language which was before. Languages evolve, yes? They don't just appear out of nowhere. So the name Adam came from a certain language base, which is the Hebrew language base. It never came from the Japanese language base. I don't know where you're from, sorry to point to you, my friend. But Adam is not an original name in his guy's language.
What does Adam mean?
I don't care what it means.
You see,
No, I don't care what it means. I'm talking about the language. The language that the name Adam came from. Is impossible for a man that is an African living 100,000 years ago to have a name called Adam. Just impossible, because the name Adam wasn't even in existence in linguistics.
So it's impossible for me to name Rory. The name I have on my birth paper is Rory. It's impossible.
Say again?
Look at me, I'm a black man, my forefathers from Africa. It's impossible for me to have a Rory, a Scottish name.
So explain to me how you got a name called Rory.
I'm asking now.
No, explain to me. There's an explanation.
No, you have the explanation because you're very clever
okay,
now.
I'll explain to you.
I'm giving it.
Your parents or your forefathers were enslaved by white Europeans.
Yes.
When they were enslaved by white Europeans, the white Europeans gave the Africans their name. Yes. That's why you got a name called Rory. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was changed.
So did the Hebrews enslave Africans and give them African names and give them Hebrew names?
My point is, and that was changed. That was changed based on language itself. Language merely by itself is not bad. God give us the ability. People invent language, and it's merely by itself is not bad. But see, when you use that way like the slave and use for a negative in a negative way like that, then it's bad.
You're going somewhere else, mate.
No, listen, I'm saying,
You're going somewhere else, my
so
brother.
my point is,
you're going somewhere else. I'm telling you, it is absolutely impossible using etymology of language for the first man to be called Adam. It's impossible.
So God says in the Quran, whatever we send scripture to a prophet, we send it in the language that they spoke. Does that negate that there's no language before? God said when we send scripture to a prophet, and then we send a revelation or scripture to a prophet, we send it in the language that they spoke.
Right?
It makes sense. So
Okay, no, hang on. You're not even making any sense. Because I will say to you, if Allah existed, did Allah give the first man the name Adam? Did he give it to him? Did he say, this man, his name is Adam? And did Adam know his name was Adam? Yes or no?
You must know his name, yes.
Okay, so then what you're saying is, from the beginning of humanity, the man's name was Adam. Not that, oh, he got it because we gave it to him in a scripture 100,000 years later and we used that language. No, you are saying in the beginning when God created the first man, he said this man is called Adam. But hang on a minute, the name Adam wasn't even in linguistics, my friend. It didn't even exist.
What's the evidence that the name Adam never exists?
Because we go back to etymology of language. The etymology of the Hebrew language, where the name Adam comes from, It doesn't come from a Japanese base, a Samoan base, an Indian base, an African base. It comes from a Hebrew-based language.
And what is
And the Hebrew-based language is only about 8,000 years old.
Probably good. This etymology, what you call it. What is the evidence that is 100% correct to assess? Adam, what's the evidence that touchstone what you call etymology?
Etymology of language.
Yes. What is the evidence that is 100% correct to assess the name Adam?
That's what I'm saying.
What is the evidence?
Because etymology of language.
Why is it?
Okay, I'll show you.
How does it work? What do they do in it?
We're speaking English, yeah?
Yeah.
How did English come to be? English came from what? Latin, German.
Bastard language.
It's a bastard language. It comes from all kinds of languages, and it came together to make English. English did not just spring up out of nowhere. It didn't spring up out of nowhere, did it? No. It came together to make the language English. The language of Hebrew, again, came together to make the language. That's why if your name is Rory, you won't find a Rory in Japan as an original language base, original name. You might find Yoshimoto or Yamaha or Suzuki, but you won't find Rory there. You won't find a Rory.
Maybe a different name before that. Japan might call different people before that name. You see, might change all the time.
So now you're in the world of might be. And now you're on a rocky ground.
You know, I have a solid evidence.
Now you're on rocky ground because you're telling me it's 100% correct, the Quran, isn't it?
Yes.
So there is no room for maybe. Is there? There's no room for maybe.
You didn't ask me to prove that it is correct. You see, you never asked it. That would be a clever question from you.
I prove that it's incorrect. I don't need your proof. I'm an African.
What's the proof is incorrect?
I know that Adam's not an African name. I'm smart enough to know that. Just like he's smart enough to know that Adam's not from his people's name.
So
he knows his people's name.
Adam have to be African name to be the first man. You see, science do this, but all you know is the test that they done and what they with the fussing and whatever they observe. All you know the conclusion of the person address. Correct. All do you know? All do you know the conclusion of what they assess and the
etymology. Just study etymology of language.
I'm asking you, break it up for me.
Just study
I don't know. Educate me now.
Study it.
How does it work? And how does it prove?
I showed you.
It's a qualified tool.
I showed you
to prove that this man name is
English language is a bastard language coming from a lot of other languages.
Leave English.
No, all languages do this.
Leave English. I'm asking about something specific.
Listen.
About Adam, the name Adam, and those people that done the experiment.
Okay, I'll ask you a question again.
Give me the breakdown.
I'll ask you a question. Can you find the name Adam?
You don't even know what they done.
Listen.
You're just guessing.
Can you find the name Adam outside of the Semitic language base? The name Adam. I'm asking you a very specific question. Can you find the name Adam outside of the Semitic language base, historically?
No? I said one.
I'm saying to you.
Is that Adam? Yeah.
It's a different language.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
We say Adam, English is
I can say Edward and Eddie.
mean the same thing, right?
I can say Edward and Eddie. Yeah, we found Edward. No, that's Eddie. No, it's Edward. No, it's actually Eddie. So I'm asking you, can you find the name Adam outside the Hebrew language or the Semitic language base in any other continent historically?
Yes.
You have to show me that, mate. Can you find it in Japan? Can you find it in Samoa? Can you find it in China? Can you find it in India?
Adam is the name of the first human being, obviously.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? We're back to the nonsense now.
Yeah, but what you
we're back to the nonsense.
What you say with no evidence was nonsense? What you say with no evidence was nonsense? You see, you're dancing the point.
I'm asking you to use your brain, brother.
But I'm asking you the same thing to give me proof.
I'm actually asking you to use your brain.
Give me proof of what you said. That's what I'm asking you. Give me proof of what you said.
I'm asking you. You are the proof. You're smart enough. You're not a stupid man, you know.
I said, Curran is my proof that the first man named
You're not a stupid man because you said your name's Rory, yeah?
Yes.
And you said, and I said to you, how did you get the name Rory? And we explained, we knew because your forefathers were enslaved by Europeans, and they gave the slaves their names. The slaves originally, you can't go to Africa and say, hey, Rory. What are we talking about? Who is Rory now?
I said to you, brother.
Rory is not an African name, is it? Now answer me a question. Is Rory an African name?
No,
you know it's not an African name. You know it's an English name or a Scottish name, whatever.
Africa,
just like Adam is not an African name.
If you want to go so deep, Africa is not an African name.
I agree. So the continent I said to you before in the conversation. No, it doesn't. Stop trying semantics. Stop the semantics. Stop the semantics.
The argument
Stop it.
It doesn't have any crumbles.
Listen.
It means nothing.
The continent we now know as
don't know what was before Africa then.
This is what I'm saying to you.
You don't know what was before Africa.
The continent.
Adam was before Africa.
So I'm saying, you're talking nonsense.
Oh, nonsense.
The name Adam is only 8,000 years old. How can Adam be before Africa?
Yes.
And Africa's been in existence from
because you see, I'm more empirical based on empirical trace evidences. I'm more practical than you in this in my exam. I'm taking that name from a trustworthy source.
It's trustworthy now.
Wait. Let me tell you why it's trustworthy. That explains the beginning of creation. That explains the water cycle when no source never did before it. That's a trustworthy source for me to take the name of Adam that is the first man from. But we say, okay, the scientists, Western scientists, and you know they lie about you when they speak about the black man as well. Let's add that in there. They do epistemology and the fossil and these things. What make it take that the experiment and the conclusion was correct? What touchstone they're working at? How did it work? Explain it, break it up to me.
You know what it sounds like to me?
How did you know they're correct when they give you the conclusion? How did you know?
You know what it sounds like to me?
No, answer the question. Answer the question.
I can't answer it. I tell you why.
You can't.
No, wait.
That's it.
Let's tell you why I can't answer it.
That's it.
Because no matter what answer I give you, you're gonna run from it. I can't answer it for you.
But you don't give me
I cannot answer the question for you.
didn't answer with no
because
evidence.
I've given you about 3 answers already, and you run from all of them. So why are you asking me to give you one again?
You only answer.
You're running from it.
The only answer give me. You said to me.
You're running from your common sense.
I do it. You say epistemology and the study of names and Africa, and I say you even say Africa, but I say Africa is the African name. And you don't understand what deep that is. That's a deep burn, man.
I don't mind it not being an African name. So I don't care. I'm talking about the continent we now know as Africa. Whatever the name you give it, the first people were from there. Whatever name you give that, you could give the continent the name Jacket for all I care, right? But the first people were from this continent, yes or no?
So African language.
And they spoke a language.
How do you know African language was the first language? How do you know African language is not the first language? How do you know?
How do I know it's not?
How do you know it's not the first language?
Of course it is. They're Africans.
If a type of a place is safe, Africa is the African language.
Okay, listen.
Africa is that.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? Stop trying to be silly. The language, the continent we know as Africa, year-old language, to superimpose
How do you know?
on a people that are not 8,000 years old.
How do you know? My point is, how do you know?
Because we know language. Oh, stop! I can't.
I want to educate me. I want to know how you know.
Just like you know, your name ain't Rory because the English people were called Rory, and you're a black man, Scottish.
Yes.
You know that. You're smart enough to
My
know.
forefather's name can change as well.
Listen to what I'm saying. Why are you running from this? You know that the Scottish are called Rory. You know that the people on the black continent that they call Africa were not called Rory. Yes, you know that, don't you?
I am aware to most extent.
You know that.
Yeah.
So like I'm saying to you, you also know that the name, that the Hebrew was only 8,000 years old, and the people on that continent are older than that. You also know that, but you're running from it.
My forefather in West Africa, what they were called, I don't know if it was I don't know if it was original for that place. Is my point.
You're running from it, bro.
You have to have some evidence. If it says the origin name that my forefather.
You are the original man. You black man with that black skin are the original man. However, you are taking a book and a people and a God from a people that ain't even you.
What I'm trying to say.
So of course I understand why you're confused. Because you're confused from the get-go.
One who give evidence can be confused.
You're confused from the get-go, bro.
The confused man is one who don't give no evidence.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Justify your confusion.
You are confused from the get-go. You are a black original man talking Arabic, talking about Arabic names, Hebrew this. You're a black man. Be a black man. Why are you looking to other people to give you your history when you are the oldest man on the earth? Why are you doing that?
Why define me as a black man?
Why are you doing that?
Why define me as a black man? Why?
No, but why are you doing that? You tell these people how things came to be. You don't let them tell you. You are the original. You are the parent. Yet and still, you're taking your child's. No, you're taking the child's book. You're taking the child's language. You're taking the child's culture and telling people that this is the first.
You said to me.
You are crazy, my friend.
You said to me, we don't know because we don't humble. If I be walking around telling people, then that's not humbleness. That's arrogant.
My friend, it's not arrogant for your parents to know they're your parents. It's not arrogant. It's not human. It's not
It's arrogant to deny your creator when the sign is everywhere.
No, my friend. I told you already.
That's arrogant.
Listen, I don't deny no creator.
You see design.
Yeah?
You see design.
Like I said to you.
You see design, but you say you're so clever. You see design, but
bro,
there's no design for design.
You use your knowledge as a black African man.
This jacket have design on it. There's a design.
Then you use your knowledge as a black African man. Yes. You use your knowledge as a black African man. Yeah. To know that these people that gave you this Quran are your children.
In Africa, they used to.
They're your children. Yes, they are. They're our children. This man, that man, that man, and this man here are the fathers. These people are your children, and you're taking these people.
You listen too much Louis Farrakhan, I think you listen too much.
No, not Louis Farrakhan.
What do you mean they're children? What do you mean? Explain to me.
Meaning, we are the original people. We gave birth to them.
What do you mean? Break it down for me.
Genetics. Every person, every human being.
And then who give birth to us?
Hang on.
Who give birth to us?
You want to start from the? You want to start?
Who give birth to us?
Your parents did.
He said we're the original person. I mean, all this thing. He said the original, the first man is black.
Yeah.
Who give existence to that first man?
Like I said, and we agreed before in the conversation.
Who give existence?
The energy did. The source did.
Who is the energy?
We don't know what the source is. The source is the source, bro.
You know what source? What is it possible? Alright, anonymously, that source. If that source give existence to something, which become a practical human being that can walk, it can rationalize, it can think, it can have conversation, then the source must be a form of an intelligence source to give existence to intelligence.
Right.
You cannot have.
But what do you call that source?
If I'm not intelligent, can I teach my children to be intelligent? Intelligent.
I'm not saying you can't. Listen to where you're going.
You don't have order from unorder.
Listen to where you're going, though.
You don't have order from unorder, brother.
Yeah, but listen to where you're going. You are the original source, yet and still you are using a children's source.
I'm agree.
A children's source
so I agree with that.
to talk to you about your originality.
Okay.
Go back to your home.
Okay, the creator of the universe
and go back to the source.
Okay, creator of the universe with children. Okay, the creator of the universe.
No, I'm talking about
with children.
No, because you got that belief that this book is from that source.
At least I'm giving proof for my belief, but you're not giving no proof for what you're saying.
You ain't got no proof, bro.
You tell me scientists, one scientist say epistemology and these things. Tell me a word, break it down for me.
You can't even prove.
Why they come to that conclusion?
You can't even prove the source that you're talking about. But you can't. There's no proof.
There's no source. I'll give you an example. Quran is the first source. There's no source, no other book you have in history. You bring them and give it to me.
I just told you.
No source that pre-date the Quran that explain the correct function of the water cycle.
What water cycle? What's the water cycle?
No source before the Quran give you the correct function of the water cycle. How does it work?
What is the water cycle?
So many books.
What is the water cycle? What is the water cycle?
In the world, in history.
I said, bring me then.
Huh? I don't know.
I said, bring me.
He's not a scientist.
Just say that's.
I said the first source is the Quran. I said the first source is the Quran. For you to override that, you bring me something else.
Let me.
I can bring in the Quran to what it says about the water cycle. When the Greek and the Roman and them before that, and Democritus and they all getting it wrong. They're all getting it wrong.
Let me tell you something.
So for you to say the burden is on you, I don't need hypothetical from you. Give me a source. Give me a source. No, give me a source of certainty.
No, that's the biggest.
No, I'm asking you. Give me a source. Give me a source. Give me a source. Give me a source.
That's the biggest hypothetical going. No.
Give me a source of certainty.
That's the biggest hypothetical going.
That explain the water cycle. You don't have it. But I can give you the Quran as a certain source.
Okay.
I'm unpredated.
Give me a source.
That's the evidence that's from the creator's function.
Wait. Give me a source that shows everyone how to build the pyramids.
Yeah, where's the?
Give me a source that shows me how to build the pyramids of Giza, aligned with Orion's belt, 20 ton, 40 ton, 50 ton blocks on top of one another, within a centimeter of one another, slotting no cement, with the tools that they had 6,000 years ago. Bring me the source to show me how they did that.
I can give you the source.
Really?
God.
No, you see what I'm saying? Bro, you don't understand how crazy you sound, you know. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You can't even prove God, but you're going to give me God as a source. What are you talking about?
The pyramid, so amazing.
You can't insert God. Listen, bro.
He compliment this building.
Brother, you cannot insert God into an equation that you can't understand.
The pyramid? I don't even know Billy. Do you know Billy? If I know Billy, but you don't even know Billy. You're talking. Do you know Billy?
You know God built the pyramid.
Do you know Billy?
The Africans that built it.
Oh, give me his name.
I don't know them.
Give me the little construction name.
Minanua?
That's the problem with you. So you should learn something. You see, you don't have his knowledge. That's the problem with you.
My friend,
I have his name, but you don't even know his name.
You have the guy's name?
Yes.
Okay, alright. I will tell you the architect. Imhotep was an architect. Imhotep was an architect.
Don't talk rubbish.
It was an architect.
No.
Imhotep was an architect.
No.
Let's hear this answer. I'd like to hear this.
No. So who's built the pyramid? Who's the guy's name? Give me the guy's name. No, give me the guy's name. I know Imhotep was an architect.
He said he don't know, and then he give me a name after.
No, the architect. No, the architect. You asked me the person who built it. I'm giving you the architect. Who is the one that built the pyramid then?
Come on, you know the name.
I gave you the architect. Who's the one that built it?
Brother, the reason why The reason when I say to you, I give the credit to God. When I say to you, because the question is who created the man? Who gave him the arm that he used, the intellect? Who gave him these things? But if you deny the creator, then I understand. But I say if you deny the creator, I say you're worse than 5-year-old children. Because I got children now, 5-year-old. I don't even tell them. They got to be a God exists. When you look around the creation. Hey, okay, you see the creation the way it is, and you say there's no creator. You see the design. There got to be a designer.
Did he say build the pyramids?
He ain't said yet. He ain't told me who built the pyramids yet.
Listen, the chief builder for the Egyptian, the chief builder was Aman. The chief builder for them was Aman.
Aman? Who's that?
Aman, yes. Thank you for
Who's that?
That was the chief builder for them.
Where you get that information?
As a chief builder.
Who is that and where'd you get the information?
And that name go way back.
Who is that and where'd you get the information
from?
Go
way back.
Alright, you're not going to answer that question. Who is Aman and where'd you get the information from?
You have city like Asian city like in Elba. Long before Egyptian city, Asian city. In the ruin they find it.
I said,
and his name are there.
Who is Aman and where'd you get the information from?
Aman was the chief builder among the pharaoh. But the pharaoh needs something to be the
What pharaoh? What pharaoh was this? What pharaoh was this? What pharaoh was this?
The Egyptian. When you
there's many pharaohs. What pharaoh are you talking about?
It's a dynasty, yes, many. But I'm just saying amongst them.
Bro, I swear.
Aman,
the name you know what you're talking about?
The name Aman.
What dynasty?
The name Aman.
What dynasty were the Egyptians, what the pyramids built?
But the name Aman is also a dynasty, if you know, alongside with the pharaoh dynasty.
Okay, listen.
The builder is like, the name even also of its meaning.
What dynasty?
It means a bricklayer. It means of its meaning.
What
the name of its meaning.
When'd you get
as I said to you,
what information?
What about name? How about meaning? You see when God give a name, meaning have an impact. We talk about meaning.
Bro, you're talking for Susie Fasazi right now.
I'm saying to you, but
you're talking something for Susie Fasazi.
You said the first one was the African name. I said Africa is the African name. You don't have nothing to say to that. Your argument failed. Your argument destroyed totally. If Africa is the African name, the way else inside of Africa, what does it stand?
He's asking where you get it.
I've asked him about 5 times. He's not answering me.
You can't me that Africa is the African name. You don't. So you defeat your own self by saying that.
No. Listen to what I said.
Africa is the African name.
And listen to what I said. Listen to what I said to you. It doesn't matter what you call it. It doesn't matter what you call the continent.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. I said the continent we now know as Africa. Yes? It could have had a different name before.
You can't make out something different.
Stop with the semantics.
That's what you've been with. That's what you've been with.
You Muslims and your semantics.
That's what you've been with. I said Adam.
When you can't win
Adam
an
have a meaning. Adam mean man. Adam mean man. It have a meaning.
In whose language?
In whose language? So I said to you.
In whose language?
In whose language? It have a meaning. If you want to be.
In whose language?
Brother, if you want to be discriminated and not appreciate other language, you can get your role.
Bro, you're an African. Go back to the African languages. No, stop going back to Semitic, to Hebrew, to go back to the African language.
What was before what you call African language? What was before what you call it? Did you know? What was before?
What is that got to do with the argument?
You got to do. At that time. What was before you call? What was before what you call African language?
What is that?
Some said to me Kemet. They said last thing before. What was before? So what was before you call African language? You never know. Maybe a different language that calls something different. That's the point I'm asking you, brother. It's a logical question.
Of the people on that continent. Yeah. The language of the people on that continent.
Yeah.
Whatever it was called.
You don't know.
Hang on. We don't know the name of every language, but what we do know, I'm trying to tell you what we do know. We do know Hebrew is about 8,000 years old. That's what we do know. So it's impossible for the oldest people to have an 8,000-year-old language. It's impossible.
It's
impossible. Doesn't make no sense.
Is it possible for a name?
Chronologically, don't make no sense.
Is it possible for a name?
Etymologically, don't make no sense.
So you said Adam is an Hebrew language.
I've said that to you about 50 times.
What's the evidence that Adam is a Hebrew language?
Have you asked? How many times have I asked this question?
What's the evidence that Adam is a Hebrew?
Should I go to the etymology? I'm going to go to the etymology.
But I want to learn. You can't teach me what's wrong.
No, I'm going to go to the etymology.
If you're arrogant, then teach me. If you're arrogant, I want to learn something.
Online etymology dictionary, just so you can understand. No. I'm going to online etymology. Look, Adam.
Who's behind this?
Adam.
People make website. People information.
Proper name, biblical name of the first man, progenitor of the human race, from Hebrew. Adam, man, literally, read it. There you go. Read it.
Adam meaning man, innit?
Read it.
Yeah. So I'm asking you.
Just read it. Just read it first. Stop talking and read it.
They find one in Europe. It means it's older man.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes, in the Hebrew language.
But I'm trying to say to you, when you're giving this up on this, I'm trying to say to you, who put this information up? I can also ask you those questions.
You said that you know what?
Oh, you know this information is right, but who put this up? I can ask you those questions.
Because
That's a logical one. Oh, you know these people trustworthy. I can also ask you that. Just like you want to be the same when you're selective on asking about Islam. We can do all day long.
Like I said to you already, your logic has already dictated language. No, we've had that conversation 3-4 times now, and we've agreed that you, Rory, are only Rory because of the history of the language of the people that came to your forefathers' continent.
And at top level, that's what I understand.
Right, okay, so we know, like I said to you before, the name Rory did not come from that continent. It came from the people that came to the continent.
But the Kunta Kente and all these names that you say Kunta Kente is you say African name, Kunta Kente, innit? But is Kunta Kente the first man on the earth?
I never said he was.
On the continent?
No.
So how do you know, like, how many years back those old names structure and framework
Like I said,
was a different structure and framework?
You're saying how do you not know? What you are now doing, yeah?
I'm asking you that.
Now listen, I'll tell you what you're doing. You are.
It's a logical question, brother.
That's fine.
Logical, very
That's
logical.
fine. You are not. You are in agreement that the Quran is a fact 100%. Yes.
But you get why? I get what you mean. So actually, I'm totally with you. But then
Because of the content of evidence that prove itself to be.
I ask you a question. Are you in agreement that the Quran is 100% fact?
Because the evidence that led me to do so. Empirical evidence.
Yes or no?
Empirical evidence. I don't just believe something. Say you read something online and you believe it. But you don't do the background research.
Okay, so nothing.
What's the difference between me and you?
This is what's going on
What's
here.
the difference between me and you?
I'll tell you what's going on here then. If you are in agreement that the Quran is 100% fact,
Yeah.
nothing, absolutely nothing that I bring to you right now is going to make you understand anything, because if I bring to you etymology and I bring to you other things, you are not even going to accept it, because what it does, it goes against your Quran. So you are not going to accept it. So stop asking me for something that you know you're not going to accept.
Brother, sorry.
You're not going to accept it. No, I've listened to this guy. I've listened and I've in what language?
But does it mean that he started 8,000? What does it mean?
The language did. There's no. Look, hang on, you said probably. Is there a room for probably in your Quran?
Look at the meaning of
or is it back? Is there a room for probably?
What does it mean in Hebrew?
if you're saying how can you know?
No, I'm asking you a question. Is there room for probably in your Quran, or is it fact? There's no probably. I can stop talking about probably. Stop talking about probably.
Okay, we went back to Hebrew. We went back to Hebrew.
So all you know is epistemologist assessment. You didn't give me no proof that it is correct and the conclusion is correct. You didn't give me no proof.
What does it mean in Hebrew?
And that's what I said to you.
What does it mean in Hebrew?
All you didn't give me, you don't have no proof. You know you don't have no proof. You don't have no proof. You know
You read it on your phone, no?
But I'm saying to
You
you,
read it on your phone. It means amen.
I'm talking about a source.
Yes?
Yes.
So if we take the meaning of the word, could we speak it in the original African language saying amen? Is there a word in the original
We
African
don't
language?
know what the first language was. We don't know what it is.
Okay, but if we look at the meaning
Linguistics
of the
has
word,
said that the oldest languages are the ones that use clicks. Those kind of
yeah. So
languages.
how did they say?
So you
how did
tell
they
me
say-
man in a
If they were,
you tell me man in that language. Go on.
okay, if he said
What
a
is
man
it?
will
And
pass
then translate it to Adam.
How do you say a man will pass
Wait,
their
wait.
clicks? How do you
Is
say
that
a
Adam?
man will pass?
We don't know nothing, bro. That's what I'm saying. They don't know nothing.
I'm asking you. I don't know, alright, I don't know, but you know. I agree to you, I can't get support. I don't know, but you don't, but you know. But one thing I do know, because I'm from a place I was raised like this, I don't take pussy in bag. So I say to you, give me evidence that the first language was click, click, click. Give me evidence.
Like I said to you, when you go back to ancient linguistics, right? When you go back to listen.
I'm listening to evidence very carefully. The first language was click, click, click.
Alright, just listen. The first you can hang on.
Give me evidence. You gotta give me evidence that the first language was click, click, click.
Hang on.
I'm on that point, I'm not moving.
Hang on, good. That's good that you're not on that. That you're on that point. Every person in this park today has African in their DNA. It's African in the DNA.
Evidence.
DNA. Am I going to bring you DNA right now? Evidence. Okay, let's
You said it's not proof.
Alright, hang on, let's just go.
Because phone, that means proof.
Let's just go.
You don't see the
How would you say in click language?
and sometimes people don't read because
Do you reckon they would have
it can
said
be all day long like this.
The man came to see me yesterday.
You give me a website, then I also
They might have went,
someone made a web page. Someone put information. Who are those guys that put information? Keep going. Maybe a bunch of what?
Okay, so if you go to the Human Genome, my friend, if you go to the Human Genome Project, right?
Who are behind that project?
His name is Spencer Wells.
Who is that guy? Where is he
The
from?
geneticist.
Where is he from?
Who is he from?
Yeah, what does he look and where is he from?
The geneticist, the European geneticist.
This is an argument, brother.
What argument?
It's one big circle. He's a European thing. Is he a white man or a black man?
He's a white man.
Okay. So he's our children. He said the black man is the father. He said he's our children. He said you are the father of the white man. You know the Falcon line. I don't say that, but he's saying he supported very strongly a while ago. So he tell me to go to my children for that knowledge.
For the knowledge of what?
He said you contradict yourself again. He said you're the black man. You should be telling these people, these white people, you should be telling them. Mr. Spencer is a white man from European.
Listen.
Oh my God, he chopped himself again, brother.
No.
You don't see, it doesn't make no sense again. It's a big circle and nonsense you're giving me.
I tell you why I'm making sense.
Yeah, he said that's my children.
Hang on, wait.
He said I should be telling them all this to them.
Wait. The history of Africa has been underdeveloped just for the past 500, 600 years.
That's what you mean.
It's been underdeveloped.
That's what you mean.
It's been underdeveloped by Europeans, by Arabs.
By the soil, by the people.
Right, okay. So how do you now expect a people who have been underdeveloped for hundreds and hundreds of years to give you, to today give you genetics?
Watch myself.
How do you expect us to do that?
Don't edit me out.
I'm asking you the way that...
No, you can't. Okay, so, but what we do know though, even without them giving us anything, is that we are first. We knew that before them. Because the oldest monuments you can find in the world are from Africa. So we've always existed before everyone else. We have been the originator. It doesn't matter.
It's about to have trust here. It's a level of trust here.
Wait. So we always knew we were first. They are catching up to know we were first with their genetics and their archaeology and all that. They're catching up. So we already knew it.
You have to break it down for me. I don't know, but you have knowledge, you're not using scholar. Break it down how it works and prove to me that this is the reason why it's 100% correct. You understand me? You understand the line of argument?
Let's stop.
That's what I'm asking you.
Let's stop.
I want to learn.
Because nothing that I bring you is going, if it doesn't fit within your Quranic book, you're not going to accept it, so it's pointless. You're going to find...
If you give me evidence...
No, listen, you're going to...
But you don't give me no evidence.
I'm giving you evidence. I will give you the Human Genome Project. You're telling me, oh, but how do we know?
You said
I will give you this, Spencer. Oh, yeah, but how do we know? I will give you everything.
What you said?
I will give you the language. I will give you origin of language. Oh, how do we know? It doesn't matter what I give you.
It
doesn't matter what I give you. You're not going to accept it. So let's stop the argument. Let's stop it. Let's stop. It don't matter what I give you, bro. It don't matter what I give you.
You say European and you said people that you criticize. You insult the European white man.
It doesn't matter what I give you.
You said they were children.
Listen to
what
I'm
saying. Better that we're superior than them.
It doesn't matter what I give you. You are not going to accept it because it does not exist in the context of your Quran. You are not going to accept it. You can't accept it. You cannot accept it. You can't bring yourself to accept it.
Put Quran aside. I don't do that. Is the argument? You don't see how you're contradicting your argument. You said to me the white man is our children, brother.
You're tiring me out now.
You can't inform me a while. Like I said, you're a black man. You should be telling these people they are your children. And he said to me, go back and ask the children for the eugenics. You didn't realize how serious that sound, brother.
We already knew we were first. Our monuments are oldest. We already knew we're first. We don't have to even go to him. But I'm saying to you, if you want,
you know my city and town, who's underneath the earth right now? Do you know how many?
Don't worry about it.
Do you know how many cities that's under town?
I'm tired.
On earth?
I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
You know how many cities under the earth?
Bro, I'm tired. I'm tired. I've never seen a black man fight so hard for a master's religion like you.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Brother.
I've never seen one.
Brother, thing is,
you're tiring me out, bro.
Thing is, brother.
You are the original and you're fighting for your master's religion like this.
A master religion? Who's the master?
Your Arab master.
My creator was not a man, that's different.
Your Arab master.
Who's Arab?
Your Arab master.
You know the people.
Wait, he's saying the original man is black, yeah? What does the Quran say?
Brother,
how was Adam made?
If I will listen to Arab, believe me. You have black Arab from generation of the Arab. You have black Arab.
Places.
You have black Arab.
Where was the angel?
You have black Arab. But what part is there? Your master, you take the religion from, you tell me, European, or Spencer. You tell me a slave master name, you get the region from. Let's be honest, brother.
I'm not gonna lie, I've tuned out, I've zoned out. I'm not even listening to you anymore.
How come the trust hurting?
I've zoned out, bro.
How can the trust hurting?
I can't even hear you anymore.
So you contradict yourself.
I can't even hear you.
You want to be the black pride? You don't take information from a white nation then.
I don't take it from you.
Be like, at least Farrakhan is more different from you at least. He's more different at least from you.
Ask me for something.
He probably like an argument, but he stick with his own source. Reverend Joseph Ben, Usher crazy. They stick with the source with the black people information from. But you tell me a white man,
What, Joseph Ben? Dr. Ben?
Yeah,
Go to Dr. Ben. So you know about Dr. Ben, but you're still a Muslim? No. You know about Asher Crazy, you're still a Muslim? You know about Asher Crazy and Dr. Ben, you're still a Muslim? Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
Many nations of Islam know about them as well. They read the works as well. That's still Muslim.
So when you read Dr. Ben's works and Asher Crazy's works, how can you still be Muslim? How?
Usher crazy.
Do you know why? Because when you're locked inside that book, no evidence. If you can read Dr. Ben and you can read Asher Crazy and listen to their lectures, and you are still not convinced by them, that's how I know nothing ain't gonna convince you, bro. Nothing's gonna convince you. Dr. Ben can't convince you.
Brother, listen. Brother, before Islam, we know the works before Islam. We didn't know nothing about Islam. We know the works before Islam. We sit in person in Birmingham. Usher kids come in Raleigh Range in Birmingham, right in Answorth, and we hosted him. And after hosting him, then we refute. Then among certain individuals, we refuted because the same thing, the venom that he spits.
You refute Asher Crazy?
Many individuals in the area refuted him because what? But you can't tell me to say a little white child is and hate that child and kill him. You can't tell me to do that.
Who's talking about hating and killing?
You can't tell me that.
No one's talking about hating.
That's what they promote, brother. I know them. I see them in person, brother, in Birmingham. I see them in person, brother.
When have you ever heard Asher Crazy to kill white children? When have you ever heard Asher Crazy say that?
White hatred.
Oh, come on, man. Stop being stupid. You're being emotional now. I zoned out a long time ago, bro.
You didn't know his name, but see, I know him. I listen.
This man talking about Asher Crazy tells people to kill children. White children. Bro, he's mad. I don't know. I don't understand. Asher Crazy.
When you start following him?
Following him?
When you start following him? When you start looking at the works? When you start looking at the works?
Maybe Seti or the Hebrew Israelites.
When do you start looking at the works? When?
Well, Asher Crazy?
Yeah, when do you start?
About 15 years
Sarah, before the battery goes. Sarah.
Wait, let's end this one.
You know how many followers they lose, brother?
I'm tired. You lot tired.
You know how many followers they lose? You know how many? Thousands. You know how many thousands of followers they lose? Why? His rating's gone down now, Asher Crazy and these people. You know how many followers they lose? When it's put down chip to Kemet to Egypt.
It's not about followers, though.
Sarah.
Yeah?
Is it about followers? Is it about numbers? Or is it about facts? People don't like the facts.
No, but if you got
it's not about numbers, bro.
If you're gonna promote me, go kill white people.
Who's promoting that?
To see more videos like this, subscribe to Titans TV down below. Thanks.
The greatest darky that bite with shark teeth and hate malarkey. Who you? The greatest heartbeat, ancient Egypt as a matriarchy. Who me? The one with the S on his chest when the motherfucker go by. Who you? The one everybody calls your highness cause the weed got you feeling so high.